Alright, so welcome to part 2 of the Game Show Scoreboard. We're going to jump in a little bit deeper into how to set up the clock, the buzzing system, and the scoreboards, and how to use those. So we'll just start right with the clock. It's really simple. We talked earlier, you can turn it on and off with a click here. You can make it whatever time you want. So if I'm at a 3-minute timer, just hit that, hit update, and hit start to start it, and then hit pause if you need to pause it. And then if you ever want to reset it, just hit update, and it'll jump it back to whatever your default time is. So that's the basic clock. Super simple. And if you want to turn off the scoreboards, you got just a countdown timer. Real easy. And then also if you want to turn off the background, you could have that over the top of Pro Presenter or something else if you wanted to. But for the most part, you got a real basic countdown clock there. And then, but let's go ahead and say we're going to play a game show with that. So right now, this is set up to the buzzing system is turned on, as we did right here. So if we got some buttons like these guys here, then that will buzz and you'll see it light up at the top, and then you can customize those sounds as well. So if I wanted to go in here, I want to use, if I want buzz 1 to be something different, I can just click on buzz 1, select the file that I want, and then if I wanted to do something different, like, well, I gotta hit up. So now it's a different sound effect. So the buzzing system is a lockout system. So what that means is if the blue person rings in, then the green can't ring in. They're locked out until the time is up or it resets. Now if I hit the space bar, that resets it, and now this person can then buzz in. Then what you would do is you can set the timer for however long you want. The buzzing system is set to manual by default, but if you turn that off, then essentially you're in automatic mode. So at the end of the timer, like this 5 seconds, it'll automatically make the times up sound effect. Or if you want to, you can just click the times up button. So that's the buzzing system. Now what we're doing for the buzzing system is we're using this device here called the Makey Makey. We have lots of tutorials on how to make the Game Show Buttons. So I won't jump into that right now, but so for the most part, this is just a USB device that then I've got plugged into these buttons. So I've got just these Game Show Buttons that we got for about 10 bucks at sparkfun.com. Like I said, all the tutorials on this are online, and then we just put them. These are actually these are lamp stands from Walmart. We just stick them right in there. So it's a fun little way to make a buzzer. All right, we're going to move on down here to the actual scoreboard part of the Game Show Scoreboard. And so we're going to start here on the left side here. You'll see the different colors, and those are the colors up on the big screen. You can just click on those, and they're customizable. So if you want to make it instead of make it red to orange, or make it real visible, make it like a blue. Oh, that looks like that blue. Moving across here, then you get the names here. You can type in whatever you want. I'm going to change this to Brad because that's my name. And then when I hit Save Names down here at the bottom, and you do multiple names if you want to, hit Save Names and it will push it up to the scoreboard. If you just wanted to add scores like normal, you hit the plus or minus button, and that will add or subtract the score. We've also got goal units over here. So say you want to make this a big game and everything's worth 50 points, or say you're playing Jeopardy and someone, they say, I'll take, history for 200, then you just type in 200 right here, and then if they get it right, then you give them a plus, and if they get it wrong, you give them a minus. There's also, like, say you've messed up and someone actually got a point right and you weren't sure about it, so I'm going to give them 20 points. If you hit update score, then it'll automatically push that up there as well. So that's a way to, right here, that's a quick, easy way to kind of fix scores. Keyboard scoring is this way. If you have a buzzing system, that's for like Jeopardy. People would buzz in and want answers to you on a buzzing system. But if you've got like a thing where every time they hit the button, they get a point for hitting the button, then that would be keyboard scoring. So there, and you'll see the little icons here kind of explain that. Whenever you're doing this, the timer has to be running. So I hit start here. So now that's counting down. So now I get a point for every time I'm just hitting the arrow keys here like this. And so you can hit the arrow keys or you can hit the number keys up here. And so 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all different, so you can see the thing there. All right. So if you want to add a custom sound to your scoreboard, it's just like when we added the custom sound for the buzzing system. The game has to be running, or the clock has to be running. There's a different sound effect for each person. If you want to change that, go up to the custom sounds, and then you can just click on whichever .mp3 file that you want. And so I'll just click on this one. And so now, whenever if someone brings in this guy, so you can have a different sound effect for each person as they score. So that is the custom sounds. That's the basic overview of the GameShow scoreboard. If you have any questions, let me know. All right, thanks a bunch. We'll talk to you soon.